Greetings from the 60s. My name is John Lennon. You may know me from the popular band The Beatles. Today I'm going to be instructing a class here at Camas High School about my life. I'm also going to be, tomorrow, taking off my John Lennon disguise and teaching a English class instructed by Miss Gooding, but instructed by me. So I'm going to be instructing it. And while I think I'm going to be teaching a lot, I think I'm going to be learning a lot more, and I'm very excited. So let's just get right into it. Good afternoon, class. I'm a friend of your teacher's. My name, if you don't know, is John, and I'm here to be talking about something that I was involved in within the 60s, known as the British invasion. Oh, here's a presentation of some research I did about my own life that took a couple hours last night. Me and a couple blokes back in Liverpool, where I was born and raised, started a band called the Quarrymen. Does anybody in this classroom know what that band evolved into?
The Beatles.
That's absolutely right, the Beatles. The lads and I, after a couple of years back in England, in Hamburg, where we played shows, we played our first American audience on the Ed Sullivan Show in 1964 for over 73 million viewers, which at the time was over 30% of the US population. Think about that. After 4 years of non-stop touring, however, we grew tired of the Beatlemania and crowds of women throwing themselves at us. We wanted to move on to higher art instead of just being a boy band. Who could resist those gentlemen right there? While the stress of our popularity started to wear at us as a group, I'd finally convinced my bandmate Paul to do some acid, and we made one of our best projects yet, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, one of my personal favorites. I'm going to stand over here instead. We released Abbey Road as our final send-off, which many called our magnum opus, although many also might say that it was this album right here. It cemented our legacy as one of the most influential bands of all time, although personally, I did not enjoy the album, as I thought it was, let me consult my notes. Yes. Where is it? I didn't enjoy it. I thought it was music for the grannies. Then about 11 or so years went by until, tragically, I was murdered, before being reanimated to teach you all today. Thank you very much for your time. Does anybody in here have any questions about my life and the Beatles?
You guys actually eat beans on toast, or is that like a myth?
It's not a myth, my son. It is very, very, very much true. Anybody else?
I mean, don't you think it's a bit risky to be reading Karl Marx during the midst of the Cold War?
I have no idea.
Can you say water bottle?
Water bottle. Any more questions, not about my country of origin, and more about the Beatles that I was a part of?
Favorite song that you and Paul wrote together?
Oh, that we wrote together. Yes, I know very much about our songwriting discography. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds?
I have one final question. Was reanimation painful?
It hurt like hell. It was the worst thing. It was worse than being murdered, if I had to say.
Thank you, John.
Oh, we have one more question. Yes, young man.
You went to hell, or like
I can't answer that quite yet. You'll find the answer to that soon enough.
Everybody, let's give it up for John.
Thank you very much. I don't actually have a British accent, by the way, if you didn't know. It's actually me, Souki, from the Camasonian. Whoa. All right.
So I realized that I have some very important yearbook matters to attend to, so I needed a guest teacher to come in and teach class today. And so Kate and Souki is teaching class today. So we're going to start with attendance out loud. And he's now in charge, so just listen to him, direct any questions you have at Souki, and good luck.
Anyway, we're going to get through attendance. So, Olivia, what is your favorite ice cream flavor if you're here?
Chocolate chip cookie dough. Classic.
Great answer. Great answer. It's mine too. Alec?
Pistachio.
Okay. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. Miles?
I don't know. Coffee?
Okay. You don't know or coffee?
Coffee.
Okay. Okay. Adrian?
I like illustrious sunshine.
Really? What is that?
It's made in a Belgium shop.
Okay.
Have you ever
Anyway.
had ice cream and pickles?
Ice cream and what?
Pickles?
I don't want to read.
I bet Jack has. That used to be a thing, like pregnant woman would eat ice cream and pickles. Probably not.
Never been pregnant. So, do I what? No, not anytime in the near future. So, attention please. We're going to be looking at What My House Would Be Like If It Were a Person by Denise Levertov. One of my personal favorites. Hidden by fur. Its sex would be hard to determine. Definitely it would discourage investigation. So what do we think that means?
Sex would probably be hard to determine. That's what I'm thinking.
That is the literal. That is what it's saying. Yeah. How are we enjoying this poem? Personally, I could go without it.
I think it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's just okay. Yeah, so let's learn a little bit about the person behind the poem, because I think that gives us a little bit more perspective into what the poem's trying to say. Silence, please. During the course of a prolific career, Denise Levertov created a highly regarded body of poetry that reflected her beliefs as an artist and as a humanist. Her work embraced a wide variety of genres and themes, including nature lyrics, love poems, protest poetry, and poetry inspired by her faith in God. Dignity, reverence, and strength are words that come to mind as one gropes to characterize one of America's most respected poets. Interesting. Finding, I think, you know what I'm saying, a poet with who maybe uses her faith, and that might influence some of the thematic concepts that come up in her works. One gropes to characterize. What do we think that really means when they use grope? That seems like a grasp. Okay, okay.
Sensual touch.
That seems like a literal interpretation, but I like where you're going. I like the thought that goes into it. Thank you. Any more volunteers? Just any comment, any interpretation? All right. Looks like everybody take out your devices. We're going to be playing is this a Kahoot or a Blooket? Oh, a Blooket? Can I play?